So, wieder da. Ich warte noch ein bisschen, bis wieder alle da sind. Meine Chat aktiven Stammzuschauer. So. Ja. Schreibt, wenn ihr da seid, dass ich weitermachen kann. Währenddessen warte ich im Software Shop. Okay, wir sind ein Level unter dem Durchschnitt. So. Und sind wir schon da? Ah, cool, hier kann man auch schnell reisen. Doch das Menü. So. Ha. Dann leg ich mal los. Lange genug gewartet. Egal wie das Wetter draußen ist, die Klimaanlage muss laufen, damit die Ware top bleibt. Wenn es dir zu kalt ist, zieh deine Jacke über kleiner. Du bist wegen meiner Nachricht hier, oder? Ich möchte arbeiten. Ich muss einen Ort finden, der nicht so belebt ist. Hier werde ich beobachtet. Mach dich einfach hier im Laden nützlich. Dann hängen wir ihn ab. Und laden ihn ein. Keine schlechte Idee. Schauen wir uns zusammen an. Irgendwie... Nicht schlecht, ich bin jetzt hier schnell und mitten in der Natur. Das passt, danke, dass du mir davon erzählt hast. Guide, sag mir mal, was ich antworten soll. Kluger Guide. Ich will eine Belohnung. Sehr witzig. Wenn es gut läuft, überleg ich's mir. Ich will, dass jemand entspannt, der gerade die Aufnahmeprüfung für die Oberschule macht. Ich danke dir jedenfalls. Und was den Deal angeht, bin ich weiterhin flexibler. Weißt du, durchaus lustig, ja? Mann, das ist ja Natur pur. Tagsüber muss sie echt ruhig sein, aber an Orten wie diesen ist Wahrscheinlichkeit, Ärger zu kriegen, am höchsten. Sei also vorsichtig. Ich weiß noch, wie er mit sowas gespielt hat, aber es war eine Ente, glaube ich. Du solltest jedenfalls zurückbehalten. Schwanenboot erhalten. Meine Bildungsstil wird bald stärker werden. Irgendwie kann ich mir das überhaupt nicht gut vorstellen. Die beiden gehen in den Park. Ohne irgendwas krumme Dinger zu drehen. Ihr versteht mich, oder? Heute soll Menschen doch ihren Angriff starten, oder? Schätze dagegen können die Futabas nichts tun. Menschen muss einfach sie überfordern. Axel fährt schon wieder in den Keller. Ja.
Isn't today our deadline for dealing with Medjed? Futabas still asleep too. This won't be good.
Dann gibt's erstmal Story.
Hey.
Wie geht's Futaba?
Same as always. Today's the day Wakaba passed. I do this every year. Here, I've got a cup for you too. Futaba reminds me so much of her mother. She's a smart girl. Doesn't just go with the flow either. Wakaba, Your work and your kid were so fulfilling for you. Why'd you have to die so suddenly? That reminds me. You saw me talking to that prosecutor, I mean, that woman in the suit, right? I remember you were real bothered by it. She might come back, so I guess I should tell you about it. That woman was trying to get information on Wakaba's research out of me.
That's what we heard in the palace.
You don't need to know what the research was about. Just know there was some trouble around it. Obviously, Wakaba got dragged into that as well. Now, they ruled her death as suicide. But I've got my doubts.
Doubts? Could she have been killed?
Supposedly, there were people who wanted to take her research and use it for their own benefit. Don't get me wrong, though. I don't have a lick of evidence. That's why I haven't told Futaba any of this. I don't want to cause her any more trouble.
It sounded like she had suspicions of her own based on what she said in the palace.
Still, there's one thing I regret. It was right before Wakaba died. She told me, I think I might die. I brushed it off, thinking it was just a joke. But if I had just taken her seriously... That's another reason I took Futaba in. Redemption. She went through such horrible things. Those heartless adults just yelled at the poor girl. Hey, how do you heal emotional scars?
Du kannst nichts tun.
I thought as much. It's hard not being able to do anything to help her. Futaba!
It's cold.
Huh?
You can't sell this.
Never mind that, but how did you get here?
I walked?
You're okay?
Was that bad?
That's not it. I'm just shocked to see you out of the house.
I'm sorry I worried you.
It's all right.
By the way, what's the date today?
It's the 21st.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Medjed?
Oh, that's it. Let's take care of it now. Come.
Sehr schön.
It's my turn to help out. Medjed. Now how do we cook them?
Vernichte sie.
Violent much? Hey Futaba, we don't have much time left. Are you sure you could do this? The kitty talked? Is this a dream? I'm going back to sleep. It is not a dream! Get up! Say something!
Ich erkläre es dir später.
Right. Now hurry it up! I guess it doesn't matter. Let's get cracking. You're just tapping away over there. Are you sure this will work? Hey, Futaba! I don't think she can hear me. Talk about intense concentration. This place is so messy. I'm surprised she can focus at all. Futaba, you should really clean your room a bit. She's not listening.
Das muss ich auch so. Ich bin auch so unordentlich, aber
Just waiting around is boring.
das ist
Let's
extrem.
clean the place up. Whew. It looks a little better now, don't you think? Well, Futaba, we're done on our end. Are you finished yet? She can't hear a word I'm saying. Guess we'll just have to keep waiting. I'm done! What's up? Something happened? It's finished. Finished? What is? It's so clean. Why? We cleaned it. Anyway, is it true? Did you really take care of Medjed? I handled them, and someone else handled my room. I don't understand, but this is good. Futaba? Hey, Futaba, what's wrong?
Und schon schläft das Döschen wieder.
Sleeping. Well, it looks like it's been taken care of. I guess we should get home and sleep too.
Sehr schön. Futabas ist also wach. Super. Wurde Menschen im Auge behalten und mal noch wichtiger. Wie geht's Futaba? Sie liegt auf ihren Futon. Echt? Sie muss wirklich erschöpft gewesen sein, aber das kann ich hier nicht beflügeln. Wenn Menschen betroffen werde, kämen das sicher die Nachrichten und das sollte als Beweis auszureichen, dass auch wirklich alles erledigt ist. Warum sehen wir uns nicht die Nachricht an? Wir sollten uns Human LeBlanc treffen. Bis morgen.
We should be in the clear now, right?
Mach dir keine Sorgen, Morgana. Natürlich dürfen wir das Haus nicht verlassen.
Hey, hey!
So, jetzt können wir zocken.
Oh!
Da muss meine DVD an, nicht Dr. Maus.
What do you mean a surgical consent form?
I can't believe you operated without a signature.
It's over. The patient was cured. What exactly is the problem?
Ja, Dr. House, sowas von.
Wow!
Muss ich auch mal wieder anschauen, Dr. House. Das ist so gut. Er ist vielleicht der freundlichste, aber er lebt nur für seine Patienten. Vielleicht hat dir das damals über Güte beigebracht.
Well then.
So, dann sehen wir mal, was passiert. Hey, du Freis hier, komm runter.
What's up?
So you're fine.
Endlich aufgestanden, was? Werd dich faul, wenn du Sommerferien hast.
Just because you're on summer vacation.
Yo, you look tired.
We've made ourselves at home.
Late last night, it was discovered that someone has tampered with the hacker group Medjed's website.
Das läuft immer
The
noch?
main page now displays what is thought to be the mark belonging to the Phantom Thief.
Ich schaue eigentlich kein Fernsehen mehr.
Or so, the personal information of a Japanese man, a possible Medjed member, was illegally publicized.
Aren't these the guys people have been up in arms about?
Medjed has yet to issue an official reply. Furthermore, their previously announced cleanse of Japan has remained unimplemented for now. Some speculate that they have taken this series of events seriously and ultimately canceled their plan.
What are you all smirking about?
Pyramide des Zorns. Ach, nichts.
Well, stop it. You're gonna drive away all my customers.
After the commercial break, we will be asking guests from various fields about this turn of events.
But there ain't any customers.
Can it? My customers are on summer vacation too.
Oh crap, I just realized our break's almost over.
There are still 10 days left.
I want to go somewhere, but we can't just leave Futaba-chan alone.
Some things still concern me too. Like that research.
Oh, did you just get up?
Good morning.
It seems she's cautious.
Sie ist so süß.
Hey, why don't we go upstairs? If any customers come, she'll be even more afraid.
Why don't you go with them, Futaba? Have fun. It's about time my regulars show up anyway. So I don't want you guys loitering around my store.
The fact that there were no damages due to the hackers' actions is but an afterthought. The issue I want to make clear is the attitude of the police, and more importantly, the government.
What do you mean?
Are they doing their best to find an effective countermeasure against these phantom thieves? Is it not the government's duty to create a society where its citizens can live without worry? Unfortunately, the current cabinet is powerless. As such, they should be disbanded. I believe now is the time for me to risk my political career in hope of making a new reality. A new political system that goes beyond parties or factions. An ideal country of peace and order.
This politician seems quite promising.
I have to agree. I hope he can work to ease the anxieties of the elderly.
What do you think, boss?
Hmm? Oh, sorry. I wasn't listening.
Zurück in die Gegenwart.
So the Phantom Thieves only stole the heart of Futaba Sakura, and Mejid was in turn defeated by her real-world hacking abilities? This does correlate to the facts as we know them. If he's telling the truth, then Wakaba Ishiki didn't commit suicide. Did a third party target her life with the goal of destroying her research? Wakaba's death was 2 years ago. That also coincides with when the incident started occurring. Does this other metaverse user that Madarame and Kaneshiro mentioned really exist?
Nö.
Earlier, I briefly mentioned about those psychotic breakdown incidents that have alarmed the public. All of a sudden, people will lose consciousness or become violent. A situation as incomprehensible as that can't be explained away as troubled social conditions. I suspect that these cases are all connected to a larger, man-made plot. The method involved always muddled the explication, but your story has virtually confirmed its viability. Although I wouldn't have expected a new criminal to come to light from your testimony. What did your group think of this other metaverse user?
Der wahre Verbrecher ist es.
How self-centered of you. The Phantom Thieves tamper with people's hearts without asking consent. How is that different?
Da hat sie recht.
Well, no matter how you thought of them, there can be no doubting your resolve. Are those incidents because of you or someone else? Either way, I will get to the bottom of this.
Mein Bildungssozialstand vertieft sich. Gericht, Rang 3.
All right.
Now, let's move on to your next crime. Kunikazu Okumura. You should know who he is, considering what happened. Your testimony regarding this incident will be serious. I'm sure you understand why. Answer my next question carefully. What did you do to this Okumura?
Ihm Geld gegeben. Mehrmals.
To think, the cognitive version of a person would transform into such a horrible monster and attack us. That means our enemies aren't limited to shadows.
I thought the other people were just victims. Like the slaves at the castle or the walking ATMs.
Even though they seem to be alive, they're only part of the backdrop. The environment. In other words, the palace ruler determines the form and strength of their cognitions. I would have loved to ask Futaba's mother how far along she was with her research.
Research, huh? She was looking into that cognitive science stuff, yeah?
If we put together all the information we've gathered up to this point, abuse of cognitive science can lead to death, and it may even relate to the psychotic breakdown incidents. Considering the cognitive aspect, I sense a strong connection between it and the metaverse.
On top of that, the research might have been stolen and used by someone else.
You mean those guys that showed Futaba-chan the fake suicide note?
If that is the case, those people are unforgivable.
Hey, Futaba. Is there anything else you can remember? She is quite difficult.
That smell.
Come on, no fair.
Hey, can I snag a bite? Meanie.
Why don't we take a short break? I've been thinking, even if Futaba is a genius, could she really crush an international hacker organization that easily? The one who taunted the Phantom Thieves was a guy in Japan. I knew the Medjed members in Japan weren't anything special, so I wasn't worried.
How do you know that?
Because I'm the founder. What do you mean? Should we take that literally? Yep, it was only me at first, back when I was referred to as the Hacker of Justice. But since I stayed anonymous, a bunch of guys from all over the world started using the name.
And those were the ones committing cyber crimes.
It was a hassle to expose all of them, so I just left them be.
So Futaba was the true Medjed, and we were freaking out over some weak-ass dipshits? You should have told us from the start, Futaba.
I discarded the Medjed name a while ago. I'm Alibaba now. Futaba, what do you want to do now? Since you know our secret, we'd like you to join our team. Okay?
Just like that?
This may even ensure our investigation of mementos goes along smoothly. Well, I guess.
Well, Futaba's real amazing. She's gonna be a big help for us, huh?
Say, Futaba, how did you find out about us? Secret. Where did you learn to hack? Private. When did you obtain the nav? I refuse to answer.
Futaba-chan sure is unique.
Ich liebe Futaba-chan.
Still, it'll be a problem if she doesn't open up to us some more.
At the very least, we need to be able to communicate normally with her.
What should we do?
Lernen wir sie kennen.
How?
First, we'll need to help her open up to us. If we each spend an entire day with her, maybe she'll get more used to being around us.
I see. We do have the time thanks to summer vacation.
We can begin tomorrow.
Let's go to the beach! There'll be tons of people there. Plus, we got totally dried out in that desert.
That's a great idea! I forgot I hadn't gone to the beach yet.
Excuse me. I'll come by tomorrow. See you then.
Let me help as well. I don't have anything planned.
Thanks. We can set a schedule with everyone else depending on when they're free.
Okay!
Futaba.
Can I really do this?
Es tut viel Glück.
Why me?
Weil du süß bist, Morgana.
Stress is the enemy of beauty, you know.
How can I stay calm about this?
I understand how you feel.
Thanks to the incident with those hackers, people are calling us incompetent. And on top of all that, the Phantom Thieves are claiming justice is on their side. Don't make me laugh.
Medjed was dealt with by either the Phantom Thieves themselves or some avid supporter. There are no tracks whatsoever, so they must be quite skilled. Either way, the general public recognizes the Phantom Thieves as the subjugating party.
They're gaining support and influence much faster than we could have anticipated.
It is indeed an abnormal situation. I'm beginning to suspect mass manipulation of some kind. It's even possible that a powerful person is behind them, plotting the psychotic breakdowns. If only I had realized sooner.
It's rare to hear you speak in that tone.
For the sake of my justice, I won't forgive them.
Hey, im Studiohaus habe ich ein paar Leute mit uns reden hören. Sie meinten, dass sie Phantommusik teure Klasse finden. Ich habe eines gehört, die Phantommusik in aller Munde. Man muss auch sagen, dass den Angriff Special viel Opfer gefordert hatte. Kein Wunder, dass man uns dafür bewundert, das so verhindert zu haben. Aber es war knapp. Ja, es haben wir alle Futabas verdanken. Du warst eine große Hilfe. Nicht der Rede wert. Oh, wir davon reden. Erinnert euch noch an diese Sache mit den Banken und Geldautomaten, die uns infusiert haben? Das war nicht Merchant, oder? Nein, das ist etwas anderes. Also einfach ein Zufall, wegen dem die Leute überredet haben. Entweder das oder die Gerüchte waren von Anfang an falsch. Du redest so gerne bei solchen Themen mit. Findest du, dann bin ich jetzt ruhig. Ich steige dich jetzt durch. Ich glaube, sie ist sauer. Du sollst dich entschuldigen, Yusuke. Ich? Warum?
Hey, is this really going to be okay? I'm worried about how things will be from now on.
Janis Best Party Member. Ich muss es schaffen. Das ist für die Gerechtigkeit verdorben, Liebe. Bist du dir sicher? Das gibt keinen Service, der Merchant ausgestaltet. Auch die Kritiker von Duju müssen jetzt spätestens jetzt hier hinter ihnen stehen. Die Neuigkeiten haben sich wie ein Leuchtfeuer verbreitet. Ich werde es auf meiner Seite noch befeuern. In der Beliebtheit wird morgen bestimmt unter die Decke gehen. Ich freue mich drauf.
Why is he, of all people, getting excited about this? Well, the news really did draw a lot of attention. I can't wait to see what happens.
Wir müssen dringend mal Mishimas Palace auseinandernehmen. Aber mir ist leider was zwischengekommen und ich muss den Stream leider beenden. Tut mir leid.